Hello and welcome back. Steel Pinnings here once again, and I have to make this video because I want to not only participate in these new guys coming out and helping them grow, but I want to show off some of their awesome handiwork with their wonderful channels and all of the stuff that they produce. And this would be the Welcome to Locksport 100 subscriber plus. I think he's up to 138 or 139 now, something like that. Chirael. Gosh, I wish I knew how to pronounce it better, but I'm going to stick with Chirael. And Locksmith Lane here. So let's get down to business, right? We're going to be talking about what I would suggest. Yeah, this is my Medico graveyard over here. I finished refurbishing and rebuilding these. I've got a few more to go. Nonetheless, what I would suggest to any new picker out there who's trying to get a leg up on picking, is having a hard time with it. A lot of people would give suggestions of, well, of course, they're all going to have their own suggestions, and I don't want to get into, well, there's this, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this, because, well, there is all that. But the number one thing that I would suggest is a combination of a feeling, okay? The way I look at it is every single lock is talking to you. You just have to learn how to listen. And that's from the old chicken shit master lock all the way up to, Asa Ruco 1200s or the twins or, whatever. The thing is, they all seem to, in a way, speak their own language. And it's like learning a new language with every single lock. And what it boils down to, in my opinion, is to lighten your tension. Only use enough tension to make that first pin bind. And then feather that tension a little harder, a little lighter, a little harder, a little lighter. And let it talk to you. When you touch every single pin, it will talk. It will tell you exactly what it wants to do. You just have to listen and then do what it wants. And you'll get it open. And I found out picking Medicos and Asa Twins and some of the even harder ones, like I got the video up of the old model Sergeant Kiso, the first gen. Man, that was one hard pick because the feedback was so minute. It was like it was whispering to me in French, and I'd never heard French before. And before I got done with it, I was Napoleon's best friend. And oui, oui, ha ha, that type of thing. So that's my thought on it. So that's my suggestion, is to simply slow down and listen to every single pin, because I guarantee they are talking. You just have to listen. And I found that with tighter tension, the heavier the tension, the less you can hear when it talks. Now, yeah, there's some locks like cheap old master locks. Old Bosnian Bill, Godfather Bosnian Bill, he talks about how he just mashes on it and forces them up in there, and that's how I get that's how I get master locks open. Well, that's how you break picks, honestly. You bend them, you break them, and everybody's got bent and broken picks. If you pick locks, picks will break. They're made of steel, yeah, they're very strong. But you are working them in a way that they're not made to be. And they will break. So having them break, that's nothing. You got to lighten up your tension. Like, I got this pick oh shoot, a year ago, and I use it nearly every single day. I got this pick from Dawes Evers. Now, it is a quality pick. You know it is. Mr. Dawes made it. But as you can tell, I've worked it and worked it and worked it. Let's put a better lighting on in here. There we go. There, zoom to it. There. I've worked it and worked it and worked it. It may not be so shiny anymore. You see the tip of it is honed down. It's not like it was anymore. But it is not bent, and it surely isn't broken. Now that I've said that, the next lock I pick, I'll probably snap the damn thing. But over a year working with a pick, and I do mean literally 4 times a week, I pick a lock with that particular pick. And here's one that I made, and I tried to do it with a more of a gem style tip. And it's made out of spring steel, not quite as good. And a little flimsier, even though it's 20,000s. I like the wood, though. It's really cool. But another one I use a lot is this Sauber pick. And why? Because, you know, if I'm going to stick it in a lock and try and rake it, zip it, and ply it, and flop it, and do all those nasty things to them... then I'm going to use a pick that I don't mind breaking either. I like raking locks. Raking locks will get you in. And they say, oh, you know, I've heard it around, skill always beats luck. Well, skill will get you in a lock, but luck will get you in more often. When raking a lock, I've seen rakers rake a lock that I couldn't pick open. So that's got to tell you something. And I've picked a lock that you couldn't rake open. But if you put it together, then I've opened both those locks. So I'm not going to shit on one and stroke the other. Either direction. They're both awesome ways of getting in a lock. And anyone tells you any difference, being preferential. So, I'll finish off with that before I ramble on too damn long. We'll go back to it here. Chirael. Welcome to Locksport, 100 plus subscribers. Congratulations on your growth. I hope this helps you to grow even more. So I'll sign off with that. Y'all please stay legit and always... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't said this in so damn long. And now I'm lost on it. I can't even remember it all. But I know I end it with peace. So peace, y'all.